Hello, my name is Jennifer Earhart. I'm a teacher at Beaumont Elementary School, and this is my classroom. So, today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the questions that you asked me to answer. The first one is about how I have addressed student safety considerations. I make sure that all students are safe by allowing them each an opportunity to access the doorway in a safe way. So, as you can see, every student's desk is in close proximity to the door, and all students have been taught the different safety modules. In addition to that, we have our evacuation plan posted right here at the door. And we also have our fire extinguisher. Lastly, our backpack and our bucket for emergencies are in an easily accessible spot close to the door. All right, on to the next question. The next question is, how have you strategically placed students? Consider EL, students with IEPs, and learners and other students with special needs. So, all my ELs are distributed throughout the class with students that speak English. So, at this table, for instance, I have one student that is an ELL, actually two students that are ELLs, and mixed with three other students that are not ELLs. Over here at this back table, I have one student who is very proficient in English, who is an ELL, who speaks English and Spanish, and one student who speaks very little English. So I have placed them together in case any translating needs to be taken care of. Also, all of my table groups are heterogeneous and equally distributed between my high achievers and my low achievers. Lastly, my students that are seated right in the front, right next to the teacher area, are my students that tend to be energy consumers and who are a little bit lower academically. This way I'm able to help them with anything right away, and I'm also able to answer those questions and see how they're doing, especially if they're distracted. I can allow them, redirect them and help them to get back on track. So hopefully that answered that question. Oh, lastly, I don't have any students with IEPs for behavior issues or academic issues. I only have 3 IEPs for speech, and those students are placed with in heterogeneous groups, and they are only pulled for speech class. So their seating isn't special compared to the other students. All right. Next question is, how have you ensured the students can communicate and collaborate effectively with you and with each other? So I have 3 different spots throughout the classroom where I tend to sit during the day. The first one is here at the U-shaped table. And this U-shaped table is placed right by the students' mailboxes and in very close proximity of the students' desks. The U-shaped table is where I pull small groups and can also regulate the students during small group rotations because I am a short distance away from their desk. Next is the teaching table up front. This table is where I'm able to show things on the Elmo, on the internet, on my laptop, and is right in the center of all of the learning for the class. My third area is the rocking chair. This is where we do morning meeting, where I sit during calendar time, and the students sit on the blue carpet, and they are obviously very easily able to get to me because I am literally just a arm away. So those are the 3 places I usually sit during our class time. Very, very Not very often. I'm sitting at the back desk. This area is not as appropriate for class time because it's kind of in the corner, kind of away from everyone. So I don't really like to use that area as much as I do the front desk, the U-shaped table, and the rocking chair. All right. The next question is about explain your classroom and school-wide behavior management systems. So we have a lot of behavior management systems in my class, and I love giving the kids different ways to earn achievements and points, and they're really motivated by incentives. So I'll show you the first one. The first one is our behavior chart, good old behavior chart. This is if the students are doing well, they'll clip up to the blue, purple, or pink ones. If they're doing poorly or need some help improving, they'll clip down to yellow, orange, or red. If the students hit red, this farther one, they fill out a behavior alert slip. And this behavior alert slip is sent home to the students' parents and needed to be returned back the next day. At the end of the day, when the students have clipped up or clipped down, there's opportunities to earn Class Dojo points, which is another behavior management system. And as you can see, if the students get great job, then they will get 3 Class Dojo points. If the students get 5, super student, they'll get 5. And the opposite is for clipping down. If they get teacher's choice, they get -3. And if they get parent contact, they get -5. Okay, next we have table groups, and their table groups say table numbers and vowels. So hopefully the students are learning A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y because of their table groups. So within these table groups, the students have opportunities to earn table points. And each week we count to see who has the most table points. And since today is Monday, not many kids have a lot of table points yet. But last week, table E won, as you can see, and they've won 2 weeks in a row. So if they win 1 more week in a row, then they get to go to the treasure box, which leads me to our next incentive. So kids with Class Dojo points can earn a certain number of points, and once they've earned those certain number of points, they can earn rewards. So at 10 points, they get a sticker, and it takes a whole 200 points to go to the treasure box. So if that table group wins, then they don't have to get 150 more points, because most of the kids only have 50 points right now. My treasure box is not the best, but it's there. It's in this brown box, and there's some goodies, notebooks, books, bookmarks, all fun things for kids. So that is a good incentive for them. And lastly, we have the team effort jar, and this is awesome. It teaches the kids how to work together as a class, as a team. So once the kids fill up this entire milk jar of marbles, they get a classroom party. So they're about halfway full right now, and that is how they get a class party. We have our agenda written on the board every single day. I was writing times at the beginning of the year. Not as much now because they really don't have a concept of time yet, but it is a first grade standard, so we will be working on that in the next couple of weeks. But here's my agenda. Here it is, and it's written every day. I just stick them up so the kids have an idea of what we're doing, along with the date. And in the morning, during morning meeting, we have our morning message with the date, and we practice our reading through that. And we correct things like capitals for today. Sorry, it's all backwards. And other things like that. Oh, our class expectations were talked about during the first week of school. Together we came up with 5 class rules, and we all signed it. So that's right here. And then we also talked about what is a good student, and we came up with these ideas together as a class. And all of these signs are hung the whole entire year as a reminder to the students about how their behavior is and should be. Some more incentives for the class. We have an achievement wall right here. If they get a whole row of stars like Mia has gotten, then they will get a popsicle party. So we have about 12 students right now who have earned a popsicle party. And then lastly, since homework is important in my opinion, and it shows about responsibility and knowledge of things, this is their homework accountability sheet. And if they complete all with the whole row with stars, then they get a homework pass. So there's lots of goodies in my class and the kids love it. Okay, almost done. Last thing, all my supplies, books, technology, and other classroom resources are kept in specific areas. So all the kids' markers and crayons, pencils, backup erasers are kept in these buckets, these little caddies, which are on their desks. If kids need a new pencil during class time, they have a place where their pencils are ready to write, and they put their old unsharpened pencil right here. Sorry, lots of walking. Almost done. And here's our backup supplies where the kids can replenish, and where I can replenish those is right here, all organized with labels. And we keep our art supplies in here: crayons, markers, colored pencils, paint brushes, and other things. Since I'm a new teacher, I'm still waiting on those paints. And last thing, mailboxes. Mailboxes are crucial in first grade, as you know, and each kid has their own mailbox number, which they're aware of, and their homework is in there. This student hasn't been here. She's been in Mexico, so this is her homework. But each student will receive homework on Monday and turn it in on Friday. And then here's more paper for the kids, and they all know where that is as well. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Hope it didn't bore you too much, and I hope I answered all the questions. Have a wonderful day, and see you at the next BITS meeting.